Okay, let's talk about engrade so that I could give you a quick tour of how engrade works. If you have already signed up for an engrade account with the access code that you were given in class, then it is a simple log-on procedure where you would type in your username and then put your password and submit, logging into the system. What you'll notice in the engrade interface here is that you have the option of changing your picture. If you want to do that, that is certainly an option. You have the classes listed. If you've had me more than one time with the engrade system, you may have more than one class listed here. You'll always be concerned with your current class. You have a messages area. If you click on that, there are messages then that can be received from the teacher, me, or you can give messages to other people in the class. So if you were sending me a message, you would simply start typing my name, and my username in the engrade system is bprice22. If you have other friends in the engrade system in your class, you could also send them a message. With the messages, you can easily send a message where you can attach a document. If you ever get into a situation where you cannot upload your work in the engrade system that I'll go over with you, then you can also upload different assignments in this messaging system, and it gets to me very easily. Of course, you could always email me in case of an emergency like that. But primarily what you'll be doing is uploading your work into the engrade system. So let's look at how that's done. If I click on my current class offering, and what pops up immediately is the assignments area. And in the assignments area, you could see that there are some lists of the assignments that are given in class. There's also scores that are given once something is graded. And there is the area here where you have options, like a closed option means you cannot turn that in at all into the engrade system, so that's something you probably would have to turn in person. It might be a worksheet or something like that. I don't expect you ever to scan anything, so that might just be something that you handwrite and turn in. If it's something you ever think that should be able to be uploaded and it says closed, there is a slight chance that one of the one of these has not been properly opened for you. So just let me know that, or if you're at home again, you could attach that assignment to a message and then I could receive it. Let's look at how something is turned in. Under the Trace Practice Chapter 2, let's say if I want to turn in an assignment, I simply click Turn In, and then I browse for where that assignment might be on my computer, my thumb drive, something like that. In this case, I have it in this particular file, and I pick the sample essay, and I simply open. When I hit Preview, it is uploaded. I can look at it again. Most people don't hit this View Submission. That just shows you that indeed it has properly uploaded, and then I simply submit it. At that point, you could see that the assignment then changed from turn in to view. You could again look at this again, but if you could view it, then I can view it. And then once it's viewed, I could then grade it and give it a score. So let's look back at the beginning of this again. So you could see again that turn in, because that's indeed telling you that you need to turn that in, has turned to view as opposed to closed. Closed is you cannot do an automatic upload. It's probably something that you hand write. But let's look at these assignments again just a little bit more. Under this, I give you some instructions, like maybe I'll explain this in class, or I have some other particular things that I might say, like here's the reading for this particular assignment. I also might have downloadable sheets for you. This is a references page sample. This is the actual worksheet in class. So when you look at these assignments and you click on them, there are optional downloads that are available to you. Some of these, of course, are given out as printed in class. However, there's some of these that just might be supplemental. It's not worth me printing for everybody, but it is something that you can look at in addition. Sometimes it's something that you want to download and type from, copy paste from, whatever you might want to do. But pretty much everything that's covered in class is going to be relating to one of the assignments. So even a PowerPoint might be associated as a download with one of these assignments. So that's the assignment page for the engrade. That's one area that you want to look at. Under grade details, you want to look at that as well, because that's where it specifically is going to give you the grades that you earn. This is the only place also where comments might appear from me in the comment area. It might be even something like that you get a 50 on something and it says to revise this for a higher grade, you need to do X, Y, Z. And then at that point, I can reopen the turn-in place for you on request, or you again could upload that assignment to me through the messaging system that is here. So what you're hearing from me is basically uploading your work here, or the messaging thing is the best way. Third and last choice is to email me work. So if you keep it within the system, that would be great. That way I have a copy of it, of all your work. You have a copy of all your work as you've uploaded it. And of course, you're keeping your own backup copy as well. But as far as the class apps, you looked at assignments, you look at the grade details, and the messaging. There's a couple more areas I want you to look at. I don't know why engrade doesn't just keep this as a permanent list appearing here. What you have to do is kind of hover over the word more to see some of these further options. We'll look at turn-ins and we'll look at discussions. It's doubtful that I'll use any of these other areas. I keep attendance in the school system, and I don't have a tendency to use this quizzes or any of these other areas. But let's look at the turn-ins area. This is a redundancy. This is just a way that you can also turn in assignments. This is the same thing as the assignment list here as well, but it is just another option. If you're there, it works the same way. Under discussions, we have weekly discussions. This allows you to put information out so others in your class can read it. There is no way for them to interact with it, but do know that every one of the discussions is able to be read by anybody in our class as well as me. I give grades on these particular assignments. So you can see this was week 1 discussion, and it has the instructions at the top with my name and my icon, and then the various class members that are writing their answer to that question, and you could see very easily who is following the exact instructions and who isn't. I'm pretty lenient on this. I do just want you to do these and participate every week with those discussions. So that's under, you have to hover over more and then see where the discussions are, and there will be as many as there are weeks, and sometimes I throw in an extra one on occasion. So just pay attention to these discussions and keep up with them. About every 4 I will take a grade so that they're about 25 points each. So that's the discussion area. Other than that, you just have your account information, that messaging area. Sorry, we went to an error there. We'll get back out of that. And that's pretty much it. In your grade report, you're going to see, I have an error again. Sorry for that. In the grade details area, you're going to always see what your average is, and these assignments are of course weighted according to the ITT weight scale for this class and the grading scale that is here. So you can print this yourself if you feel the need, but this will serve as your constant progress report. The class rule generally in ITT is that every 3 weeks you're given your average from the professor. I do that one step better, of course, and every single day you're looking at your particular average, and that will suffice for that. The ITT gradebook and averages are available on request if you wanted to look uh, like your average on an ITT heading. That's fine. Just request it. But that's basically it, what goes on with the engrade system. As always, remember to log out so that nobody else has access to your gradebook. And that would be it for today on the engrade tutorial.